Дамы и господа, ladies and gentlemen, World of Boxing and the World Boxing Council are proud to bring you 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC prestigious Silver Heavyweight Championship. So now, making his entrance to the ring, here is the challenger, Mike the Rebel Perez.
Well, he sometimes in his career rebelled against training, but he seems to have got himself into shape for this one. Weighed in at 17 stone 2, and he looks pretty good. And Povetkin, only 8 pounds lighter, has weighed in a career heaviest for this. In stages of his career when he really did look as though he'd fallen absolutely out of love with it. But he was a product of the wonderful Cuban amateur system, world junior champion back in 2004, and now 29 years old. What a great opportunity this is for him.
It really is. This is the sort of fight that this will catapult him into a world title fight for sure, beating a Povetkin who is a phenomenal fighter at the heavyweight level.
Дамы и господа, now it's time for the silver belt heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, дамы и господа, Alexander Sasha Povetkin.
Povetkin, of course, had that brilliant amateur career, European, world, Olympic gold medals, and he knows all about fighting southpaws like Perez. Beaten Chris Bird, beaten Ruslan Chagayev. And by a lot of people's reckoning, and I know you go along with this, Barry, that Povetkin second only to Klitschko in terms of talent and performances over the years.
I think so. I think you've got enough young fighters coming up on his heels, but I think he gets overlooked because he's never in spectacular fights or spectacular performances, to be honest. He's a workman-like performer, but he's very effective. He does everything good and nothing out of the ordinary great. So he tends to get overlooked by the public who think of him as an outstanding champion, which I thought he was. He just come up against Vladimir Klitschko, who's just too good for anyone right now.
Since fighting Big Vlad, he's beaten Manuel Chao, who we saw earlier on, 7th round knockout, then Carlos Takam, who's fought a draw against Mike Perez. So that may be a form line, but Perez, as I've said, sometimes not particularly well motivated, and he certainly will be for this.
Well, if he can't get up for this, Perez, then he might as well just pack it in. This is the closest he'll get to a world title fight if he doesn't win this tonight. So this is a big fight for him in a big stage. So he's a tremendous talent, a maverick in many ways, but if you don't produce it on the bigger stage, what's the point?
Well, he's been reduced at times. I mean, he's fought in prize fighter, which, okay, it's a format which some people like, but it's hardly something for an elite level heavyweight. But he was reduced to that sort of level, and here, if he wins this, he moves into a sort of a stratosphere of heavyweight boxing. Can he do it?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we will honor challenger and champion with their respective national anthems. First, the national anthem for Ireland.
Like Perez defected to Ireland in 2007, but from the smile, I think he'd rather anticipated the Cuban anthem.
The national anthem for Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the prestigious WBC Silver Belt Heavyweight Championship. And it's all brought to you by World of Boxing Promotions and sanctioned by the Professional Boxing Federation of Russia, President Viktor Agayev, Supervisor Igor Mazurov, the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, and Supervisor for the WBC is Hussein Huichi. At ringside, the three judges scoring this contest, Ian John Lewis, Barry Lindenman, and Len Quezvisto. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, World Championship veteran referee Massimo Baravecchio. And now, the officials are ready, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, Dame Gaspara, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and weighing in officially at 109.1 kilograms. 22 professional fights, 21 victories with 13 knockouts, only one defeat. Originally from Cuba, but now living, training, and fighting out of Cork, Ireland, the challenger, WBC #2 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, Mike the Rebel Perez. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing black, official weight 105.4 kilograms. This Olympic gold medal champion now has a professional record consisting of 28 victories, including 20 wins by knockout, only one defeat. Chikov Russia, the reigning and defending WBC Silver Belt Heavyweight Champion, former heavyweight champion of the world, Ruski Vitez, Alexander Sasha Povetkin.
Well, nobody does it quite like Michael, does it, do they?
Remember, Sasha, Mike, remember what I told you in dressing room. No rabbit punch, no low blow, and watch your head, okay? Good luck.
I'm sure Michael Buffer wouldn't mind me imparting the information that this year he'll be celebrating his 71st birthday. He doesn't look bad. So this is the one that the big crowd's been waiting for. Perez's only defeat was against Bryant Jennings, who we saw taking Vladimir Klitschko the distance recently. It was a split decision that he lost there, and he was outworked in the latter stages of the fight. His lack of core fitness maybe letting him down.
Everyone knows he's a talent, but what Perez turns up, that's always the problem.
Well, as you say, Barry, if he can't get up for a fight of this magnitude, then maybe it's time to start thinking about doing something else.
You would think so, wouldn't you? You know, this is the biggest fight of his career. He was like, you know, the Jennings was a big one, might have got him a world title fight. This again will almost definitely get him a world title fight.
Nice solid right hand from Povetkin, good fast hands. Oh, great shot! Terrific right hand, and Perez was rocked by that. Managed to stay upright, but it was a terrific punch. And he's gone! He's gone! Another right hook from Povetkin, and in the first round, what a performance from Povetkin! I don't think he knows where he is. The Italian referee's taking a close look. He's allowing him to continue. I think this should be stopped. He's going to go again, and it's all over. The fight has been stopped in the very first round. Sometimes he does not look spectacular. Tonight, well, it doesn't get a great deal more spectacular.
What am I talking about? That was absolutely sensational. And we were talking about, it depends what Perez turned up. It didn't matter what Perez turned up. That long right hand, first of all, had Perez in trouble. And finish him off then with that right hook, just tremendous. I think the referee should have stopped it when he first got up. Perez didn't know where he was. But what a statement that is. Beating Perez, not maybe a massive statement, knocking him out in one round, huge.
Well, we are aware of your comments out there on social media, and I know the sort of perceived wisdom was that Perez would run out of gas and Povetkin would come home in the second half of the fight. And that's a pretty fair call. I don't think any of us expected that.
No, not at all, not at all. No one really thought that Povetkin, you know, he can punch, is a really massive concussive puncher, but the technique there, the lovely long right hand from out the distance. That's the second shot, that's the one that puts him down. But there was a straight right hand just before that had him in trouble.
Yeah, you want to see the whole of the exchange there. That's what finished it, but the damage had already been done.
Yeah, I think the damage already done with the long right hand.
No, they're not going to show it, I don't think, Barry.
Well, good shot that is, though. Again, just turned around the body. They just got a little bit spun round together, actually, when they got in close. Perez don't know where he is from there on.
What was the referee doing, allowing it to continue?
Well, could he stood up and he haven't stumbled? I think that's what it was. But shouldn't you, the referee should have maybe got, I don't want to criticise the referee too much, should have got Perez to walk towards him and seen he was in no state to continue, but what a...
Well, that's a statement. That is a statement. You know, Deontay Wilder, people say he's a little bit on the chinny side, and good as he looked in his last fight, does he really take a shot? If he doesn't take a shot and he gets connected with something like that...
Well, he wouldn't want to fight Povetkin, I don't think, and why would he? And if he did, if that fight goes to purse bids, they'll get outbid. That'll be in Russia. They've seen the power of the financial backing they have to get Vladimir Klitschko over there. They'll get Wilder over in Russia, and if he throws a punch like that, it could be good night to Wilder.
Well, I don't think people can quite believe what they've just seen. We didn't get opportunity to see just what Perez could deliver in the end.